So I'm just going to come over here and start picking up some white paint, and we may pick up some other colors as we go in. But I want it to be an old barn white, and see it's got a lot of gray in it, so that's okay. Because I'm not cleaning my brush. Now at this point I'm just going to pick up some of that brown. I wiped it extra paint off my paintbrush, and I'm just going to try to blend this in a little bit more so my shadows can come in through here. Yep, I like that. So I'm still just going to pick up a little more white though, because I don't want so much. So we've got some shadows up here, and we've got some gray down in here. And we just got some white, and if we want to put more white on there, we can. Just some streaks of white. I'm going to let that dry a little bit and come back to it. See, and just pull some gray in there from what was already on there. I don't want that. I like that board there, but I don't want him to be so wide. So we're going to mix this. Let's see, I think I'm actually going to mix a little more gray with this, because I want this side to be a little darker, and I've got some brown in here too going on. So I've got some gray, some brown, and some white on my brush. You know, when I was in school, I would write sideways. You gotta have it angled a little bit. That's how. And so I guess that's how I paint as well. I like to, these little ones, I like to turn them. And we're gonna come back with our shadows, because I like getting the paint on and then coming back in there with shadows. Okay, so we still have some brown and some gray and white on our brush. And there's a little black in there mixed too. Just gotta hold your mouth right sometimes. Get these colors on the way you want them. I'm just coming back in with a little more white than anything else, but you see it's still blending in with the other colors. That's okay, because I want that whiter, then I want this. I want lighter, not whiter. I can't do straight. I want that straight as I can get it. I know it's old. Now I'm going to just wipe my brush off, and I'm just going to grab some of this brown on my brush and a little bit of the gray, not much, and then I'm just going to come up in here and flick it down a little bit. Just wipe my brush off because I got a lot of paint on my brush, and I'm just going to grab some of this white and come back in here think the brown's wanting to overtake it. Just going to grab some brown. Whoops, I got a little bit of blue in there. All right, with just my black, I'm going to come in here and paint in here. Alright, I got white coming on in here and I don't want that. But I wanted to get that rounded. I find black to be a little shiny. So if I don't like that shine, I just come in and mix a little brown in it, and that'll take some of that, when it dries, it'll take some of that shine out. Okay, actually I'm going to grab some gray, and I'm just going to come in with a few flicks of gray. And I'm getting all kind of colors here. I'm wiping my brush off and just grabbing some white because I do want to come in with that white. I may just let this dry and then I may come back in with some more white. So I think that's what I'm going to do at this point. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some black and some gray, and I'm just going to see what kind of I think I'm just going to try that and see if I like it. I do. But I think I want it a little whiter, so I'm going to put some white with it. Might be get it too white. There we go. I don't want it the same color as the barn. It's an old barn, so it doesn't have to be, the roof can sag a little bit if it needs to. So if you've seen my last video, the time thing where I was doing with Michelle, I'm going to be doing some painting like that with some other people too, because I want to learn more techniques, more all kind of things. And so I want to do some of my own videos, but I also want to do some paintings from other people and see how I like it. Okay, I'm just going to grab some black because I want to mix, I want it a little darker. And just a little more black. And if you don't, you know, like me, I'm still learning, so of course it would make sense to follow other people's ideas. Alright, I'm going to come over here, and I know I'm turning it sideways, y'all, I'm sorry. I've got a little paint, and I'm just going to bring this out a little bit more. I'm going to use that gray and black, and I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to put my hand down, and I'm going to try to give this A-line frame. I'm going to come back in here with my bigger brush And I'm just going to grab a little bit of green, and I'm going to just start tapping on some trees in here. I'm hoping this one's going to hide a little bit behind that. Here we go. Just want you to hide a little bit. Of course, we want him to go down. I think he's going to come out a little bit more though. And we're just going to put some more green. I'm okay with that. He's growing. A little more point on him because I like a point on the tree. Now, I'm going to come over on this side and give this one some trees, some bushes. So I'm just going to grab a little yellow and a little white, and I'm tapping it off a little bit, and I'm just going to come up here and give these trees some sunlight. Too much. That's okay. I can bring more green back in if I need to, y'all. I'm just going to come in with some yellow first. Well, it's got a little white already on the brush, so I'm good. And I'm just tapping in some. Okay. But I am going to grab a little bit of green, and I'm wiping some of that off because I don't want much of it. So I'm wiping it off and just come in. There we go. And try to just do some different. There we go. I like those colors. Now I'm going to grab a little bit more of that green because I want a little darker. Back to my number 4 brush. I'm going to grab some of this brown, and I'm going to come over here and give us a road. So I'm just coming under this, and we're going to make it a little lighter. And I'm just going to grab some white, and we're just going to do some little circles. Help make it stony-like. Our cobblestones. Is that what that would be? Cobblestones? Now we're going to do a thinner. I'm going to wipe my brush off, and I'm just going to grab some of that brown here. I'm going to make this thinner going into this bridge. Try to anyway. Okay, so at this point I'm just going to pick up a little white and just kind of twirl it a little bit. You can actually just tap it. I'm going to grab a little brown, and I'm a little bit on my brush. If I need to, I'll wipe it off. And then we're just going to come under here at a slant to give us some shadow. So that's what we're doing right now, is just giving some shadow. I might pick up a little black with that, and I'm going to wipe it off though. I'm going to come under my stones here and do a little bit of shadowing too. Okay, the same here. I'm just going to pick up a little black, a little brown. And I'm just going to come up under here and give it a little shadow. And we're just coming down at an angle because that's our shadow there. In here, I'm just going to kind of rub my brush under. I might grab a little bit of that blue, and wipe it off and see how that does. because I like the shadow, but I like the... So we're going to grab some more with my dirty brush, and I'm just going to bring this up to the bank. And I like my shadow in the water. So I'm going to, with a clean brush, I'm going to grab a little bit of white, because I do like a little ruffling effect under the water. We can just add different colors in here at this point. I want to come back with more white, I will. I'm going to grab a little bit of green, kill some of this down a little bit. Yep, I'm just using what's on my brush there. Okay, just a little more white. Tapping it off. Just making it blend it in a little bit. And this is where you can play. Just do your own little thing. Whoops. I think I might have played too much there. We had a big fish in the creek. Did you know that? I'm going to put a little blue in here. And I'm going to bring some more green. Just want you to be able to see. I'm going to tone that down some. Okay, and I'm going to grab a little bit of that brown to help tone this down a little bit, because I seem to have went a little crazy there. Just going to grab a little more white. But I don't like this being quite so I think I'm going to grab a little blue and a little green together and just come in and kill some of that white, but not all of it. I'm just grabbing a little blue